This is Jason Hatfield, and you're listening to Sean and Chris on the Geeks Talk Back podcast.
By the power of Grayskull,
we're sending you back to the future!
Go! Okay, man, let's turn and burn.
Force is strong with this one.
The plaque for the alternate is down in the ladies' room.
Welcome back to the Geeks Talk Back podcast. I'm Sean.
I'm Chris.
And we're back after about, roughly a minute.
A month.
A minute. You know,
Yeah,
I rounded off.
Time's relative.
I rounded off. And this is, our episode 14 now, right?
Yeah, because 13 was with Tanny, so this is 14. We're kind of off.
Well, we
I don't even know.
had parts 1 and 2 of them,
Yeah.
So it's more than just...
Plus, we had like the 11 Alderaan places and the 50K pyramid.
But we started off with number 4.
Yeah.
So I intentionally had a few that I didn't actually number just to even it out because...
Yeah, I remember I just had to go back through all of them last week, and we'll talk about that in the Geek.
You didn't
Geek
have to. You did.
No, I had to.
We'd have to go with Podbean.
We had to. Well, no, we didn't have to. I take that back. But to make my life easier, we went to the Podbean.
Well, that's your end, so...
Right. But I'll talk about that during the Geek Stuff of the Week.
I know he asked me, hey, what do you think? I don't know.
I just wanted to...
Because I sit here in this chair, we record it, and magically it's on the internet.
You don't even care. I don't want to know. It just shows up.
Yeah,
it's like Christmas. You just don't care. The presents
that's
are
right.
there.
When you're a kid, Christmas happens. And then you grow up, you see how sausage is made, and Christmas just sucks then.
So it's just like, basically, it's the audio side of shit. It's where I just show up here and we record, and then magically you send me this file.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a big, the hangover, blackout in between.
The blackout in between, and then you're done with it, send it to me, and then there's the blackout. Then miraculously I text you and say, hey, it's up on the internet.
Exactly.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Well, because I handle this end, you handle that end. Mm-hmm. It's magic. We're a magical team.
I'm digital, you're anal.
That's right.
I mean, analog.
Analog, right.
Analog. All right.
Yeah.
So we got to go.
Yeah, you're the digi guy. I'm the anal guy.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you get down.
You know what?
I ain't doing the pink one and stink. The shocker. The spocker. The party rocker.
Okay, and usually we have some kind of plan for what we want to do. We don't usually just free ball it, but for some reason out of nowhere, I just said, you know what? Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah.
That was the first thing off the top of my head. So,
and we have our geeky stuff of the week. There's some weird message, and the Philadelphia experiment,
and a couple other things you can kind of potpourri in there. So there'll be a potpourri.
That's a good title.
It's not the
geek potpourri.
Yeah, geekpourri.
Yeah. It's not an all killer no filler, but it's
all filler no killer. Yeah. I say it wrong every time, and I made it up. Yeah. But so we'll get into our geeks this week.
Okay.
Or this month, I guess. It's been
close enough.
It's been a while.
It has.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so as we had kind of talked about briefly, already, we just recently switched over from hosting our own website on GoDaddy, where I put all the files on our server with GoDaddy and magically posted them through WordPress and all that. We just decided, I decided it was basically going to be a lot easier long-term posting for us to switch over to Podbean. And I fucked it up.
You had one job, Chris.
Like I did. I literally fucked it up because I purchased... Well, basically our GoDaddy is expiring on November 28th.
It's been a year already.
It has. It's been a year. November 28th. Well, not since our first show, but that's when I purchased the hosting. And I was looking at it, and it's like a $10 a year difference for Podbean. It's unlimited storage. It's unlimited bandwidth. And just looking at the interface, it's so much easier to upload. So I was like, okay, fuck it. You didn't care because you don't know what the fuck is going on. And I had basically envisioned doing a lot more with the website, but with looking at how the hosting and the WordPress is set up and all that, it wasn't there for us to do all this weird cool stuff with the website. And frankly, I just didn't want to do it. So I decided to go with Podbean, paid for it, and changed some settings, and then realized that I lost the entire feed for the fucking site from GoDaddy. And I'm like, You dirty sons of bitches. It changed the RSS feed on me, and I couldn't access it. And Podbean does have the ability to import it, but when I made the changes, it killed the fucking feed. And so I had to go back through and I had to manually. Luckily, I'd saved I saved all the episodes, but there was the one show notes for number 4, the first one we did that you haven't sent me yet, that you said you were going to send me.
I said I could.
No, you said you would.
Did I?
You said I'll send it to you. And you never sent it to me.
Okay.
I waited with bated breath. No, that's a lie.
I didn't call. I didn't write.
Yeah. But then I uploaded them. Or I had to re-upload them to, or not re-upload them, but upload them to Podbean. And then after it finished, I realized that, because I posted 13, I posted our most recent ones and went backwards. Well, Podbean doesn't allow you to set one through whatever. Mm-hmm. It posts them based on the upload date. So now what I have to do is I have to go back to Podbean.
So they're all done on the same date.
But it's timestamped. So the one I did first, which was 13, is the older timestamp, so it's the very last one. So the most recent one is like episode 4, or maybe like Alderaan Places or something like that. So they're basically reverse ordered.
But it's not even reverse order because our first one is not the last one.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not.
Oh, I haven't.
It's totally jacked.
Oh. So basically what I have to do is figure out what the order is and then do, so like number 4 I have to upload first. Mm-hmm. And then go to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one.
So they are time-stamped.
They are time-stamped based on, and that's how they upload them. So the one I upload first
will be the oldest one.
So
yeah, because it goes like 13, then
yeah.
all around, which is like number 7 or 8, I think.
Yeah. So I have to get a list of which one goes where they fall into, that the ones that aren't numbered, like the 50K pyramid we did and the Alderaan Places and stuff like that, and then just go back through and okay, this is the oldest one. This one I have to upload first, all the way through number 13 and now 14, and put it back in order. But the good news is that I figured out I can make it to not broadcast. Mm-hmm. You know, when I upload it says Twitter and Facebook, hey, we have a new episode. I can unclick a box, and that way we're not flooded with 17, Twitters.
And we're not tweeting apologies.
Yes, and I did tweet an apology. The good news is that day on Twitter, we got like 1,500 impressions, which is the most we've ever gotten.
Yeah, but what is an impression exactly?
I have no idea. I look at the post and it says, oh, you had 76 or 150 impressions. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't either.
Whatever. So there was that. That was fun. I pulled my hair out for a couple hours.
I just learned last week that everything we tweet goes to Facebook too.
No, you knew that way before.
No, I didn't.
I told you that. Remember I was sitting there pulling my hair out because it was double posting?
No.
Oh. You just don't pay attention to me anymore? No. Yeah.
No, when you talk, I hear Charlie Brown's teacher. That's all I hear.
No. Yeah, no, I have it set up.
We're basically married.
Yeah, we are. The Facebook and the Twitter, they each have an API. Just go with it. That basically, it's a setting that I can change or that we can add in there that they're linked. So whatever I post on Twitter automatically shoots to the Facebook because I didn't want to post on both of them.
Right.
So I was doing it to save us time.
Us.
You. Me. Okay, me.
That's not my end.
Yeah, but I think you created the Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah, I went in and I made the account.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's it. The rest is on me.
No.
See, but
basically, if it's physical, you can touch it.
Yeah.
Like I can touch the mixer, I touch the recorder, touch them. I won't touch it.
No, touch me.
But I touch the mic. That's me. If it doesn't exist outside
if it's digital.
Yeah, if it's digital, that's out of my hands.
Yeah, but then you yelled at me because I did the thing with the Potter and Family auto thing.
Only because you didn't tell me.
But then I asked you about the GoDaddy Podbean thing, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Because it was Twitter. We had like thousands of what? I figured we got hacked.
No, we didn't get hacked. That was this cool thing I set up. So anytime somebody posts,
No, we were hacked. It was an inside job.
it was an inside job. I think again because we did that whole Modern Family hashtag thing, and the whole premise of that is that you retweet other people's postings to get more exposure.
Yeah, and I've always used it where if someone retweeted us, we in turn retweeted them. You just reversed it.
I did.
Yeah, and it worked. It was a good idea.
It was a great idea because we got a whole bunch of new followers. And
Right. The problem was you didn't tell me. That was my only issue is you didn't tell me.
That was one of those...
Because I went through and started deleting all the tweets. Like, what the hell happened here? I didn't see the common theme of they're all part of the family. All I saw was, people were liking retweets. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Yeah. It was one of those. It was like 10:30 at night. I was laying in bed on my phone, and I'm like, we should probably be more active with the Modern Family thing, because they have a lot of cool podcasts on there, and they're the whole premise of it is to share listeners and grow each other.
And there was a couple that I found because of
exactly
that, like the Hysteria 51 podcast, which is like my new favorite. Shout out.
I don't think I listened to that one.
Check it out. It's awesome, especially their JFK episode. Hysteria 51. Everyone, all our 2 listeners, go out there and check it out. Hysteria 51 podcast.
We have 43 according to the stats thing.
Okay, all 43 listeners, go out and check out.
Oh, that was. Go ahead. I'll let you finish, and then I'll.
51.
Okay. That was another reason why I wanted to go with Podbean, is because the way we do it now is I don't know whose numbers are right when it comes to downloads. And that's one of the biggest problems I found, is that there is no good way to do the stats. Whereas if we do it through Podbean tracks everything for us, and that's one of the benefits of being a paid customer, is that the stats should be a lot better.
Because Blueberry seemed a little sketchy.
Blueberry would say one thing. The stats, what was it? Not Podomatic. There was another one. We just got the fucking email. What did I do with my phone? Yeah, the Blueberry ones, they would say one thing. I would look at another website and it would say something completely different. And then, it is Blueberry, the one. The Blueberry ones seem to be a little bit low. And then I got to the point where I'd go look at the GoDaddy stats, and I have to do some math, but the problem is that it just gives me total amount downloaded for specific files. So if it tells me there's 3 gigabytes and I know that, okay, our show is, 80 megabytes, I can do some math and figure out how many times it was downloaded. But the problem is that that's not necessarily a complete download. If somebody started to download it and stopped it, it would use X amount of data. If somebody streamed it for 5 minutes, so it's not accurate. I like accurate stats. And you have that glazed over. God, I hate that look. So I'm like a waxing intellectual with my digital goodness. And okay, on to the next one. We're done. Anyway, we went from GoDaddy to Podbean. Sorry for all the reposts. Deal with it.
Okay, so when you, I guess, get everything reposted, it's not going to do the...
No, I will make sure it doesn't post them all again. I'll just delete them all off, re-upload them, Ninja incognito type, and then the feed will be magically right.
Okay, like I said, the RSS feed, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, but...
Basically, you get on your phone in iTunes?
No, I'm not a child.
Oh,
Good
okay.
Lord.
You complete me. I love you.
No, I know what the RSS feed does.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I think I told you we needed the RSS feed. I don't know what it is, but I know we needed it.
I know we needed it.
I know it was important. I wrote down RSS feed. In fact, I texted you. We need the RSS feed.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Whatever it is, website,
Do it.
hosting, whatever. We need RSS feed.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, and you made it happen.
I did make it happen.
You made Christmas happen.
I woosed out some shit. All right. And then, okay, so that's enough with Podbean and all that bullshit. I got to do some covert, I don't want to call it hacking. It's not even really cracking. Basically, it's data
or
recovery.
fracking,
No, fracking.
or lacking,
Well-
or anything else rhymes with that.
Whoa, easy.
You're going Dr. Seuss on me.
No,
Come
you
on.
went like Busta Rhymes on it.
I'm going to bust a rhymes into Dr. Seuss.
Whoa. Actually, I guess it's basically data recovery. I had a buddy at work, and he lost some critical data on a thumb drive, and I spent like 17 hours using some low format, or I guess not low format, but low level scanning software I found, and then I extended a challenge to Mr. Sean over there to see if he could put some files on a thumb drive. And what'd you do? Format
I
it?
formatted.
But it wasn't quick format.
No, I did the whole, 5-minute long
Yeah.
real format.
And I was hoping that I could bring it back, but it looks like it's only if it was the files I can recover are deleted or corrupt for whatever reason. I have
format.
Yeah, because I even went back through and I tried with like a quick format, and the two programs that I was using just wouldn't find any data. So
there's no password.
I did not have the password.
The password is
52.
New England clam chowder.
The white or the red?
Never remember that. The white?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm about a 95 to 98% efficient when it comes to recovery of data from a thumb drive that went corrupted and or deleted. So,
And that 2%
yeah,
is New England clam chowder.
That's right. Oh, and by the way, if you work with fucked up people like we work with, don't leave your thumb drive where other people can access it, because I found some deleted folders with some fucked up names of shit. And I know exactly what happened is that whoever's thumb drive it was, they left it in the work computer. Somebody came in and saw it, and it was like so-and-so's gay porn, just crap like that. So,
Well, you're assuming that's what happened.
yeah, but would you really...
This guy's a little questionable.
Would you really put so-and-so's name?
Yeah, you put your own name on there.
Why would you put your own name on there?
You just put gay porn on there.
Yeah, you would just put gay porn. And
That's a good point.
yeah. So there was that. What else did I do? I worked a lot.
Hey, did.
I worked like 100. I figured I was 113 hours in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a lot of fucking overtime. And I'm doing another 16 hours in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, just one word of advice.
Huh.
Don't make plans for the money.
No.
Because it will change.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, so I was getting pissed off at my router, and my brother-in-law, who's living with us, has an Asus router, and we were able to fix it. We like Daisy. I know you're glazing.
It's
over.
Asus.
Asus. ASUS.
I said Asus. I don't know.
I think it's Asus.
What do I know? I don't know.
You don't know. The Division patch 1.4 came out, so I've been playing the Division again after a hiatus. I forgot how much I enjoyed that game. And you're glazed over because...
No, I game, but I've never played the Division. I've heard of it through you.
Yes.
And I know it's Tom Clancy.
Yeah, it is Tom Clancy.
I know that.
But it's kind of like weird Tom Clancy.
Yeah. So is Tom Clancy more of a franchise more than a name now?
At this point, it's more... I don't even know if I'd call it a franchise, because to me, a franchise implies... Did I say employs?
I don't know.
Wow, I'm tired. It implies like Rainbow Six. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. That's been a franchise.
Right. No, I'm talking just Tom Clancy as a whole.
Yeah, they're basically using it as a name at this point. It's Tom Clancy, and rest his soul and all that shit.
He's dead?
Yeah, he died.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Like, I want to say within the last year.
I hope he's alive just to make it look like an ass.
No, he's not.
I did not know he died.
Where the fuck is it? Come on. I know, it was a big deal. Yeah, October 1st. Oh, wow, it's been a couple years. October 1st, 2013.
Sorry.
Tom Clancy was an American novelist and video game designer.
I
don't know that he was a video game designer. His fucking name was on it.
didn't know I know he's dead.
Yeah, he died. So,
That sucks.
yeah, that does suck. He wrote some good shit. But yeah, I think
like
it's
Rainbow Six,
like Rainbow Six, and
which I think is the only book of his I've ever read. No, I take that back. I read On Red October also.
I've never actually read those. I had one book.
Oh.
No, I read Patriot Games. Did I read Patriot Games? I read one of them.
It's faster to watch the movie, though. I know that much.
I mean, fuck yeah, it is. Well, speaking of which, have you motherfuckers finished the goddamn Martian yet?
We haven't because Tammy's Kindle was stolen in Salt Lake.
Oh, that's right, you fuckers.
I still have mine though, but
Transfer that shit. That's a good fucking topic. And at this point, I'm gonna have to listen to it again. I cheated. I listened to it.
yeah, we're reading it word for word, and you're listening to it at 1.5 speed.
Because I'm an efficient motherfucker.
Doing something else.
What's wrong with that?
And you're dropping a lot of F-bombs today.
I'm fucking tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock this
There's
morning.
another one. Are you angry?
No, I'm not angry.
You seem angry.
I'm very tired.
It's palpable. I can feel the anger.
You're gonna feel something.
Feel You're angry and randy. Okay.
It came out my nose.
Did I just say,
It came out my nose.
did I just say randy? What the hell?
Oh god, that
What
hurt.
does randy mean?
Oh, cherry Pepsi coming out the nose is painful.
You're tired,
goddamn.
and I'm time traveling.
Yes, you're fucking inebriated and I'm tired. Anyway, back to the whole USB recovery. I did get a very large bottle of Crown Royal. Wow.
Crown Royal.
Crown Royale. It's a Royale with cheese, motherfucker. It's that metric system. Wow, I just dropped a Pulp Fiction in it. But I didn't get a big... Why are you laughing?
I'm time traveling.
Can you open that window up? It's getting hot in here again. Hold on, we're going to pause 1 second.
Oh, keep going.
Okay, we're not really going to pause, but he's going to open the damn window because it's a little bit hot. But it's kind of windy, and I'm hoping it doesn't pick up on the mics. Anyway, but I did get a nice bottle of Crown Royale that I have to wait 5 months to consume. And then the shows are going to get real interesting. Because then we're going to play fucking NBA Jam. We're going to take a shot every time it comes.
That's
Boom,
right.
shakalaka.
I dropped the NBA Jam challenge on you.
Yep. Every time, and we got to take a shot every time they say boom shakalaka. And I think that's going to be the end of the Geeks Talk Back podcast because we're going to be dead. Can't buy a bucket.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Is my turn?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
You've been talking a while.
Okay, well, fuck you then. It's a fucking show. Wow,
It's
I'm
a si-
dropping a lot of F-bombs, aren't
You
I?
are.
I'm not even drunk.
I know.
Oh, I just got to put that.
Yeah, we saw some shit.
All right, go ahead.
Well, kind of a segue into the whole thing.
Okay.
The challenge we dropped, or I dropped on you at the whole Boom Shakalaka drinking game. I mean, there's the can't buy a bucket, he's on fire, but
Yeah.
that'd be way too often. But the Boom Shakalaka, yeah, I had just finally finished our console collection.
Mm-hmm.
I finally got the Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. That's the only one I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then today, the Nerds with Attitudes, they had recently posted their first video.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a review of the Retro Freak system.
Oh, I saw the video. They sent us a link, right?
Yeah, they did.
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, some friend you are.
I haven't watched it yet.
I watched. It was like last week. I watched it today. But the Retro Freak, basically, it plays like every console game. It plays Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, NES,
Game Boy VR?
No.
Damn.
Sorry, hearing a noise. The Famicom.
Wow.
Yeah, it plays all the console games. Now I was thinking, son of a bitch, I bought all the systems,
And they found an all-in-one?
all in one.
Damn it. Yeah, but the display you have,
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like on Biodome.
it's a dome within a dome?
No,
Oh, okay.
just stop for a second. Remember the whole filters, making the filter thing?
Make it sugar filter.
Right. Remember? Then, let's get some sheets and we'll get them damp.
But at least you collected them all.
Yeah, the Retro Freak is the sheets.
Okay.
The cigarette filters are the all. This is.
I feel you. At least you collected them all.
At least I collected them all. Because we got the Sega Master, the Sega Genesis, with the CD drive also.
Oh, you found one with the CD drive?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we got the Mega Drive? I think it was called. Anyway, there's a CD, or the Sega Genesis, and the CD will add on to it. We have the Nintendo from you, finally, after 5 years. The Super Nintendo, the N64, Atari 2600, the Wii, the 360, the Xbox One. I think that's it. But we also have the Atari Flashback, which is like...
Is that the one with the preloaded?
Yeah.
Like 500 games or whatever?
Yeah. It's not 500, but it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a preloaded something, but it looks similar.
Yeah, it looks the same, only
Yeah.
like half or a quarter the size.
Yeah.
But, so at least I collected them.
That's right. At least you collected them all. So how would we do that?
What's that?
Because we'd have to run. Because if we do that, we're gonna have to videotape it. Or I said videotape.
NBA Jam?
Yeah. But here's the problem: is we need to capture the video from the TV of us actual playing, but then we need a webcam on us, and we need to split them together
And sync it.
and sync it. I don't know how that.
I don't know, but I'm a little inebriated and you're a little tired, so
Yeah.
now probably it's time to
No,
hash
that's
that
okay.
out. Plus,
Alright.
no one wants to hear that anyway.
No. What else you got?
Okay, well, we just got back. We got back from the Salt Lake Comic Con.
Some assholes broke into your car and stole your Kindle and an
Two iPods? Yeah, 2 iPods and a Amazon Kindle.
You fuckers. There's another
Yeah.
F-bomb.
Which I never did the whole, because you can like report to Apple the serial number and all that, and it'll come stolen or whatever.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Why not?
I don't know. Was it 2 iPods? Because there was, because my son had his
William
iPod
had
stolen
one.
too, and I had mine in the glove box, and
And then
Tammy had her
Tammy had her
Kindle in the
Kindle.
back seat. That's right.
Yeah.
At the
But it wasn't at the con though, right? It was at the
at the hotel.
hotel.
Yeah,
So
because-
we don't know that it was a geek. I would hope another geek would.
No, they
do
wouldn't do
but
that. Probably some tweaker asshole.
Probably.
But they even stole the nail clipper out of my glove box.
That's creepy.
It is.
That's like hair doll creepy.
Right. Yeah, so that's stolen. But luckily that wasn't the highlight of the con. It wasn't. We noticed it on the way home because Tammy was going to read The Martian on the way home.
I think you need to close that window
I need
now.
to close the window.
Yeah, because it's picking it up.
Yeah.
Damn wind. At least it cooled it down here a couple.
Yeah, so she's reading The Martian on the way home. Reading out loud and at one speed, not
I
one
don't
and a
know,
half.
Tammy talks pretty fast.
1.5 speed. Either way.
If it makes you real feel better, I was in the bathtub while I was listening to it. There's a visual for you, motherfucker.
Makes it worse.
That's right.
So, where's I going with that anyway?
I don't know.
Anyway, so
It wasn't the highlight, but it wasn't the low light.
no, he threw me off. Anyway, we're at the con, and one of the tables, the guy was selling the puzzles, the Rubik's cubes, and all that.
Mhm.
Well, I remember. Well, for some reason, thinking it was my older boy, my 13-year-old, that was really wanting a Rubik's cube. So I got there. I got 3x3, the rare, the Rubik's
Regular
cube.
one, yeah.
And then I also got the 4x4 for when he masters that one, something else to go to. And then, so I got him that, and then my 8-year-old son was saying that he wanted one. I'm like, why does he want one? Thinking he wants it because his older brother wanted it. Then, no, that's right, it was him that wanted it all along. So I was the asshole dad that bought, you want this? Okay, I'll get it for him instead. Yeah. So anyway, getting him one. Well, he gets home and goes home with his mom, and then after a week goes by, he comes back and says that his stepdad was able to figure it out, but he was able to take it apart and redo it.
So he just popped him off, and see, that's totally. I don't get the Rubik's cubes. My son,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because how old's William? 6,
8.
7? He's 8. So Ryan's 10, and he went through this total Rubik's cube thing like literally within 6 months. We got him a 3x3, a 4x4, and I think either a 5x5 or a 6x6, something stupid. And he was sitting there figuring them out, and it just. I understand math, science. I understand that there's an algorithm that goes along with it. I hate the Rubik's Cube.
Oh, there's like 5 algorithms for it.
But whatever. So I'm that dad. I'd be like, all right, here, I'll take my knife and I'll pop those fuckers off.
Yeah. Well,
but you took the time. I'll let you.
Yeah, I took the time. I went on YouTube, and some 10-year-old kid posted a video how to do it. And then, 4 hours later, I was able to solve it. But now, I mean, I had one when I was my son's age. And I peeled the stickers off even. I didn't know you take it apart. I peeled the stickers off and then replaced them. I remember, it made my dad mad that they were all crooked and shit. It wasn't perfect by any means. But, that was like, me, age 8, age 9, whatever.
Your son looks just like you. I don't know why you.
Yeah, so picture him now was me then, and I didn't do it.
I think he's better looking, though.
Not probably. And then, fast forward, 30 years, 32 years, and I finally, for the first time ever, finished a Rubik's Cube. Now, it took me a few hours to get it.
Yeah.
Backing up the video. I could do this, do that, do this, do that. Yeah, but I finally got it. And then it was hours, literally hours trying to get it figured out. But now I'm down to 1 minute and 16.
You still haven't broken that 1 minute barrier, huh?
I've not, no, but
You come close.
No, I've got 3 minutes and a 2 minutes, then 1:48, then 1:30. So I'm down to 1:16. That's my fastest time now. So, I mean, and I did it just to show that there's a way to do it without taking it apart.
You have won this match.
Yeah. Now, my son is completely amazed that I'm a superhero because I can do it, which I'm going to hold on to as long as I can.
Yeah. Because in about 2 years, maybe 2.5, 4, you're not going to be a superhero anymore.
No. So
cherish it
Yes.
as long as you can. You will, won't you?
yeah.
Billy Madison.
Yeah. I'm sure they got it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, at 1 minute 16. Now, so I get below the 1 minute mark, then I'm going to the 4x4. Now, I saw Barnes & Noble last week. They actually have a 9x6.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's
Wait, a 9x6?
Yeah, it's weird. It's not even...
It wouldn't be square.
No, it's a rectangle. Or it's weird. It has like the square, then off that, or maybe it's a 4x6, or I don't know. It's not...
It's not a cube.
I wasn't going to touch it. I touched it.
50 minutes in, roughly, and...
43:10.
Well, okay, I guesstimated.
I can see the timer.
I can't see the fucking timer from here.
It's 43:10.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm not going to go that route.
Okay.
I'll do the 4x4, maybe even the 2x2, but I'm not going to go past that.
2x2?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I've never seen a 2x2.
Yeah. In fact, you have to have the 1x1. It's just a die with different colors on it.
Domino, mother. Oh,
It's
not
a
domino.
it's a novelty, obviously.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. What do you got?
I'm done with mine.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
I'll go again.
Yes, you will. I thought that's what we were doing. I did all mine,
Oh.
and then you were doing yours.
Well, allow me to retort. Another Pulp Fiction.
That's right.
Well,
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah.
Don't answer that.
Yeah, so anyway, I was also given the next challenge of fixing my son's Xbox.
And who did you call?
Well, I tried it first.
Yeah, but then who did you call?
Yeah, did you fix it?
No, I didn't.
There you go.
But we tried. We
Yeah.
gave it a good college try.
Yeah, I messed with it for about 2 hours and fine.
And then I messed with it for about another hour.
Yeah,
And we just couldn't get it to work.
yeah. Basically, my son's Xbox 360, the drive would get hung up trying to eject. So he got stuck. Couldn't figure out why. Now, my son's mom tried doing the whole pry it open with a butter knife thing.
I think that might have been the problem.
I don't think that was a problem. I think that was a reaction to the problem. It
might
was
have
stuck, and then it just got more stuck. But basically, it wouldn't eject.
Yeah.
Which is not an uncommon problem.
No,
because
it's
you
not.
go to YouTube or Google, and it's a very common problem.
Yeah.
Now they say push the the screwdriver or paperclip into the hole and it pops out like a regular disk drive, but that didn't work. And I think when she pried it with a knife, it kind of knocked it off like one tooth or something.
Yeah, that was the problem when I got here.
Yeah, the sync was off.
Yeah, but then we fixed the sync.
And it worked as long as the metal case was off of it.
So I don't know. I think there was something weird going on with the drive motor itself.
Yeah,
it was failing for some reason but only when it closed up. So it could have been an electrical short that we couldn't see.
I think it was the belt was wearing out.
Very well.
It didn't have enough tension on the O-ring to actually force it out of the drive. Anyway, so I thought, okay, we'll just replace the drive because they're just plug and play drive, obviously.
Oh,
Well,
no, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Microsoft and Infinite Wisdom
are dicks.
Yeah, I mean, to prevent someone hacking together an Xbox 360, which I mean, it would think that the price involved in trying to recreate the motherboard in Xbox to make a counter to Xbox would just kind of be counterintuitive. But they're on the chip. There's basically a motherboard on the drive, and on that motherboard is a chip. And on that chip is a key that has to match the key on the motherboard of the Xbox itself. Mm-hmm. If those don't match, it will play DVDs. So basically, you will replace a drive and you have a DVD player.
Yep.
But without that key matching up,
it will not play the games.
Yeah, it will not ever find the games. So
we looked into it.
And there's one way of doing it, one where you actually flash the memory, which again glazed over.
Yeah.
And so you flash the memory, and then you can actually re-sync up the key of the new drive, and then place that on the motherboard of the Xbox, and it'll sync up. It'll work. But then I was thinking, well, why can't you just replace the motherboard on the drive itself? Mm-hmm. Because the problem on this one was mechanical. It wasn't
electrical.
Yeah, it wasn't digital or whatever. So I'm thinking, well, why can't you just replace the motherboard itself? Replace the new drive, the mechanical part of the drive with the old motherboard, and it should work. And there are videos on YouTube where people have done that and it's worked. And sure enough, I found the new drive. I got down to the dash part number because there were other ones where I had like the dash 09CS, 0910HR or whatever. So I actually found one that was exactly the same price, or the exact same number. And it was $25. Now a whole new Xbox would have been $50. So for half the price, and 10 minutes worth of work, and then podcast fodder.
That's right. Yeah. That's all. Because how would we even have mentioned? Oh yeah, and I bought my kid a new Xbox 360.
Yeah.
No, but this is a great fucking. This is podcast goodness.
F-bomb.
God.
Yeah. So 10 minutes. And 6 wires, or excuse me, and 6 wires soldered, and I'm a hero again.
Yay, Sean!
Yeah, score 2. So, and it works perfect.
Nice. Just in time for you to upgrade to an Xbox One.
What? No, I have that.
Oh.
I have the One and the 360.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, if his mom wants to buy him the One, that's fine.
I think I'm gonna get one for Christmas.
For yourself?
They're coming down cheap enough to where it might be worth it.
Yeah, they're under $200.
Yeah, because I really want to get into Destiny, but
A what?
The game Destiny.
Oh, the game. That's a system?
No. So, and I was thinking about getting a PS4, but then I'm like, you're on Xbox One. Other people at work are on Xbox One, so.
Yeah, it's funny how polarizing those are.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole Android iPhone thing.
Yeah.
You're all one way or all the other.
Yep. So, although I find it work where it's kind of a mishmash, half and half, Android versus.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but either all one way or all the other way.
Well, see, and I don't know if we've talked about it, but we probably did in the video game episode. But like, I had a regular Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
I had an N64. Didn't have. No, I had a regular Nintendo, an NES, a Super Nintendo, and then went to PlayStation. I never owned a N64.
Well, it's funny because I started with the Atari 26.
Well, I wasn't counting the Atari.
No, I'm not saying, but as far as console I personally owned, went from the Atari 26 Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PS2.
Oh, you did kind of go funky.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I think, well, if you want to get technical, I started with an Intellivision.
Yeah, I never had that one.
Oh, I love that game. Or that system. It had like a keypad.
Yeah.
It was like 1 through
9.
1 through 9, and then 1 button 0, basically like a phone with like your star, and then you had to have these little slider overlays.
Mm-hmm.
You like for whatever game, if you were playing baseball, you slid the overlay in, and you had the different buttons did different things depending on what game you were playing. So you had to make sure you had the damn overlays, because if you didn't,
I was wondering how that worked.
Yeah,
I never had one.
So each of the games came with the cartridge and then 2 of the overlays. And if you lost, or you lost the overlays, you were fucked, because you have to be. I remember there was a couple of games we had that only had 1 overlay, so I'd have to look over what my dad was doing, and be like, "Oh, that's a button I need. Fuck you."
And you couldn't Google it, obviously.
Oh, this was in like 1984, 85. Google did not exist.
I did before that, I think.
Well, that's when I played it.
Oh.
I was like 4 or 5, so it would have been 84, 85, 86.
Way before the internet.
Yeah, way before the internet. So
Yeah, now would be no problem.
no, it'd be like fucking. I could probably find a picture of it and fucking print it out and
Exactly.
slide it in.
Exactly.
God bless the internet. So
I know.
well, it's like your whole. Hey, we need to change the water pump on my car. All right, hold on. Fucking got on Google 2008 Ford Explorer water pump, and I watched a 12-minute video, and I'm like,
We can do it.
we can do it. It's gonna be a bitch, but we can do it. It's not gonna be super easy.
Yeah, well, it's like when I bought this house, we got the, there was no master bathroom doors, just a doorway. And then I put in a door. I needed help getting it all level.
Yeah.
And we ended up both watching the same video.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched it here, you watched it at your house.
And then we fucking came together and fucking beat the shit out of that
like,
thing.
well, I saw this video. I'm like, what video? I'm like, that's the same one I watched.
Yeah.
Okay, we got this.
We got it fucking done.
We did.
Well, that's it. Like in my house, I don't know if it's like the way they set the house up, but almost none of my doors are square.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a pain in the ass. Like I didn't go through half the trouble that we went through. I mean, or not the trouble, but
in trouble.
I mean, I didn't prep or do them the right way. I basically screwed those motherfuckers in by myself, close the door, be like, all right, fuck it, I don't care. So, what else you got? We're like an hour in and just on our geek fodder.
We are. So we might end up doing the Philadelphia experiment next time.
That's what I'm thinking, because it's getting late and I need to go home and go to bed.
It's kind of potpourri.
Yep.
But Tammy got this weird email or weird voicemail the other day. It was a number she didn't recognize, so she didn't answer it.
Mm-hmm. What was the origin of the number? Did you ever look it up?
Yeah, it was an American number. I don't know what the.
But did you Google the number to see?
No,
because there's a lot of times if you get like a random number, you can type it into Google and it'll say who is basically
or whatever.
Whoa.
Okay.
What was that? Alarm.
7:00 alarm again.
Time to call the kid.
Yeah. Now, the voicemail was really weird because it basically questioned Tammy's humanity. But well, but
I'm good. Okay.
But I'll play it, and then we'll discuss it. So here's the voicemail starting right about now, and it's not doing anything. It's not even working.
You broke it?
I don't know. It's plugged in. It's working, but it didn't play.
Oh.
No, it's playing. It's not going to the. What the?
Did you turn the volume down, or are you on Do Not Disturb?
Yeah, but that shouldn't have made a difference, though. Headphones off. What the hell? It played before we started recording.
Now it won't play?
That's crazy.
Did you kill the volume on it?
No, it's. You hear the hum.
Yeah, I can hear the hum.
Oh, you can barely hear it. Hold on.
Yeah, it's barely coming out.
Tries again.
This is why we edit.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
What the hell happened?
I don't know. That's crazy.
You broke it.
Sorry, you did not reveal yourself to be human. Goodbye.
Okay, we'll do it freaking
We'll
caveman
do it
style.
that way. Just hold it up to the mic.
But it worked. I don't know what's going on.
It did. It totally worked before we...
But anyway, so Tammy, failed to verify that she was human. Goodbye.
Yeah, and the goodbye is really creepy.
Yeah,
That's like, do you want to play a game? I'd fuck me hard type voice.
Double F bomb.
And Mom,
But yeah,
that
that
was
was
a
just,
quote.
it was a voicemail. I mean, I don't understand how you verify that you're human.
Here's the problem, is that more than likely it was an audio recording that was waiting for somebody to pick up and say hello.
Yeah.
And then it would have gone into whatever they were selling, or, please contact us for your $1 million check from some Saudi Arabian prince who left you all of his money. So,
Those were fake?
yeah, it's fake, dear. Although I did see a meme the other day. It was a picture of his little kid, and not trying to be racist, but it was a Middle Eastern kid and a Middle Eastern mother, and he's literally sitting around gold.
I think you sent me that one.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
He's sitting around, there's a whole bunch of gold and stacks of dollar bills, and he's like,
I don't get it.
He's like, yeah, the caption is, Mom, I don't get it. I'm trying to give away free money. I've sent 1 million emails. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically they're waiting for the pickup hello, and depending on if, I'm assuming Tammy doesn't have, it goes, you have reached, blah, 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 and the phone number.
The automated one.
The automated
Yeah.
one, and when it doesn't recognize voice pattern, it just gives you that. Well, okay, who the fuck cares? You left me a voice message and told me I'm not human.
Yeah, but it's off-putting and
It's
weird.
very off-putting and weird. And now Tammy's all butthurt because her humanity was questioned. I always thought she was a robot. I mean, just saying.
She might be.
I think she's my clone. To be perfectly honest with you.
I know, and my therapist. And
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we're going over that.
Are you working on it?
It is eerie. There's every single week something comes up that you and her have in common, and it's just makes me question my,
Sexuality.
among other things. Yeah, and it's just and it's all obscure stuff. It's not like we both hate Democrats or whatever. It's always something weird, like, oh yeah, we both hate tomatoes.
Yes.
Like, are you kidding me?
Tomatoes are the devil.
And why tomatoes? Why tomatoes?
It's more of a texture.
Which texture?
The texture of the tomato.
I know, but what, the seeds or the pulp itself, or
The whole thing. Like, I don't know. It's, if I eat a bite of a tomato, I want to throw up.
that's
It's like, okay, salsa. I love salsa. I'll sit here and eat a whole bowl of chips and salsa.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem. I will, and that's literally tomatoes. I'll eat tomato soup.
Mm-hmm.
Tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich on a cold winter day. Fuck yeah, I'll get down on that. But the actual, yeah. I won't eat tomatoes on a salad. I won't eat tomatoes in a hamburger, on a sandwich. Some people put like those tomatoes in like lasagna and spaghetti. Spaghetti sauce, which is basically tomatoes. I have no problem with marinara sauce. It's just the raw, and I think it's more of a raw thing. I don't really like them cooked, unless like salsa, I guess, isn't cooked. But I don't know. I think salsa does something with the acidity. Must do something with the texture. I don't like plain tomatoes on things.
yeah, that's the same with Dan.
See?
But is that in like 50 other things? It's like you and Tammy, like the things that you guys don't like.
Yeah.
You guys don't like together.
Our last names are very similar.
Yeah.
Like almost to the point where we probably are related at some point.
Yeah.
I bet you if we tracked family trees, one of my relatives and one of her relatives, like 17 times removed, we're fucking doing it.
Yeah, and that's not helping me at all.
No. Why?
Because basically, I'm marrying a female you, and that raises a lot of questions for me.
Okay. One love, brother. One love.
It's a problem. It's one love. That's the thing. If it was two love, hey, you know what? But no, it's.
See, that's why you get so well with her. It's why you get along well with me.
Yeah. But what does it say about you and me? That's the question I have that I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
That's for your therapist. That ain't me. I poked that bear.
It's like my mom and the authorities
are still trying to figure that out. Oh shit.
Okay, so we got the Xbox, got the Roost Key, the robot voicemail, and then we got an email forward from one of our coworkers about the recent virtual reality sexual assault.
Do you want me to read?
Yeah, go ahead and address that one.
I won't read the whole story, but where the fuck did it go?
Give us a Cliff's Notes.
Oh, fuck me. I think. Oh, I was looking up the Philadelphia experiment.
F-bomb.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. It's a lot of F-bombs. Okay, so this was from thesun.co.uk. So it's obviously a UK-based newspaper. It says, in the quote is, on the headline, "He virtually rubbed my crotch." And then it goes on to say, "Woman sexually assaulted in virtual reality by pervert cyber groper." I don't know if it says what the game is. So, QuiVR, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if that's the. And it's QUIVR, in which players take control of archers.
Is that Quiver?
Oh yes, good. Yeah, Quiver. It's a play on Quiver. Very nice.
Hey,
Wow.
you know what?
I didn't catch on to that.
I have my moments.
In which players take control of archers, Quiver, archer, to shoot down the living dead. Basically, it sounds like it's a wave-based zombie shooter in VR. So the premise of the story is that this lady who is in virtual reality is apparently, quote-unquote, accosted by somebody else who was in the same virtual world. And she feels, basically, that she was sexually assaulted in virtual reality.
Right.
Go.
Apparently, this is now on. So 9 minutes later, it's.
You snoozed it. You didn't turn it off. You snoozed it.
Well, then, damn iOS 10, whatever it is.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Anyway,
You lose the swiping, you lose everything.
that's the premise. Go.
Yeah. So I don't understand how this is any different than any other platform as far as chat or anything else that's loud.
That got loud because I'm at the bottom of the soda.
It's like virtual ice.
Yeah, but it was actual ice.
Yeah. It's virtual literal ice.
Yeah. Ice, baby.
Virtual.
Dun,
Do
dun, 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 dun.
you want to get sued?
Yeah, a little bit.
You do?
No, not really.
So I mean, I don't see how this is any different. I mean, this is like the next generation of, sexting or whatever. But pretty much, if there is a new avenue, it's going to be sexualized.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, how long after the first chat room came out did the whole "Where do you wear anything" come out? Probably 3 seconds.
I was going to say about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. So,
Do you remember ASL?
ASL?
Age, sex, location?
No.
So you could, it was a big thing on chats where that would be the first thing you would ask somebody is age and sex, location. When you're trying to hook up.
Okay, so you find how old they are, make sure it's not a felony.
Correct. Then you find out, make sure they're the gender you prefer.
So if they say they're a female, they're a male.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
And if they say they're 16, they're probably 32, and the location is mom's basement.
Exactly.
Anyway,
If they're honest about it.
if they're honest.
Right. Well, I can't remember the comedian. I think it was, brain fart. But he was saying that you're like Dragon Slayer 24, 35-year-old guy in his mom's basement.
Yeah.
Sexy Kitten 69, same guy.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Dimitri Martin was the guy's name, comedian.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I mean, for someone to say that they're sexually assaulted via virtual reality. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's pretty much anybody who's just hypersensitive.
And I agree with you. It's
the ones that want to find problems and everything.
Yeah. I mean, what? And at this point, the only follow-up that I have at this point, and I vaguely heard something on the radio, I want to say it was either this morning or earlier yesterday, was that whoever is the developer of this game have now implemented a system to prevent this in this specific game, where anybody who comes in within 1 meter of game distance from another player, that both players are no longer visible to each other. So it's like, okay, so the whole point of virtual reality is immersing yourself in a world. It's visual and it's audio. There is no, at least from the consumer stuff that I've seen, there is no tactile feedback.
How would there be?
They're actually working on, there's a couple of different suits out there that are using various methods. Some are electrical stimuli, electrical stimuli, but there's little contact points on various parts of a suit that you wear. Basically, we're talking like a VR suit, where if you get punched, you're gonna feel some type of impact. There's a couple of things I've seen. One of them is a vest that uses audio or uses like bass to mimic, like it is made specifically, at least the marketing that I've seen is made for first-person shooters. So if you get shot, it does a thump against your chest.
So how long until the VR codpiece comes out?
That's where I was trying to not go, but most of the sex suit. But that's where a lot of that is actually coming from. A lot of that research and a lot of that technology is coming from is basically for sex suits, where you basically are touching somebody in virtual reality and they're touching you and you can actually feel it. Again, porn industry leads the fucking way. Let's face it. Betamax.
To a point.
That's why VHS won. Yes, that's why VHS won. That's why VHS won over Betamax, and that's why Blu-ray ran over what was it? Blu-ray and what? What was the other one?
HD DVD.
HD DVD.
No,
that's why.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Porn won out, or should I say VHS won out, because this I've researched.
That ice is for some reason really loud now.
It's weird. Okay, I thought it was just me.
No, it is.
But the porn industry favored the VHS over the beta because of the beta had the limitation of the 1 hour tape length.
You only watch for like 2 or 3 minutes at a time anyway.
No, hold on.
I do.
You're a 2-pump chump.
That's right.
That's the problem.
I got 3 kids. I got mine. That's all that matters.
Okay. So, the VHS was actually not the favored, or it was the favored format, but it wasn't because of the VHS tape itself. It was actually the VHS player. The people who wanted porn in their homes were the ones that were willing to pay the $500,000 for or $500 or.
That's twice.
Damn it. Yeah, 2 mic bumps versus 20 F-bombs. I'll hit 2 mic bumps.
All right.
So, and you're sober. I'm not. The porn industry favored the 2 hour or whatever it was, VHS tapes, and then the VHS players. The people who are willing to actually pay the money to have the VCRs that play the VHS tapes. Mm-hmm. The ones that are willing to pay the $500 or $1,000 for the VCRs, they're the ones that kept the industry afloat long enough for the tapes to catch up.
Okay.
So that was the deciding factor, was actually the people buying the VCRs over the beta versus VHS.
Anyway, so we're sidetracking.
No, it's a tangent.
Okay.
It's not a sidetrack. It's the same thing off to the side.
Whatever. Anyway, back to my point was that, so yes, there are technologies that are being developed to allow you to wear a suit and feel it. But we are talking basically VR goggles and a headset.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady was apparently chased around this world, and somebody was putting his hand up in her face.
Was she really chased though? Did she really try to get away?
So this is what it says. It says, the woman's first foray into virtual reality started off well as the experience won me over lock, stock, and barrel, and I quote.
The first, hold on. The first foray.
Yes. Turning around 360 degrees, I revealed the snowy medieval fortress of a game called Quiver. QUIVR. Play on words. Where you play an archer shooting down the Walking Dead. Never had I okay, I don't want to read all
The
that.
Walking Dead? That said The Walking Dead?
It actually says The Walking Dead.
They weren't sued for that?
No, apparently not, because it's a
Wow.
quote of somebody else. But after just 3 minutes in the virtual world, Big Bro 442 ruined everything. The woman cried stop over her microphone, but this failed to deter the high-tech savvy brother.
Deter.
Deter.
She
added,
German?
Yeah. She added, I must have laughed from the embarrassment and the ridiculousness of the situation. Women, after all, are supposed to be cool and take any form of sexual harassment with a laugh, but I still told him to stop. This goaded him on, and even when I turned away from him, he chased me around, making grabbing and pinching motions near my chest. Emboldened, he even shoved his hand down my virtual crotch and began rubbing.
My virtual crotch.
There I was being virtually groped in a snowy fortress with my brother-in-law and husband watching.
That's my new band name, Virtual Crotch.
She found it impossible to escape from the cyber sex pest. That's what it says. SEXPEST. Who followed her.
That's my next band name.
Cyber sex pest. Who followed her around the virtual world, determined to inflict himself upon her.
Inflict.
I wasn't as experienced as player as Big Bro 442. Everywhere I ran, he appeared beside me, ready to grope as soon as the zombie wave was over. Eventually, the woman tugged off her helmet after just 3 minutes in
Tugged
VR.
off?
That's what it says. It felt violating, she added. The public virtual chasing and groping happened a full week ago, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm sorry. This is.
Oh my god.
I'm literally that's the second time I've read it, because I read it when it was first sent to us by a colleague, and I'm like, I'm literally dumbfounded. It's like, okay,
No, I can see this. If this was said by, hey grandma, come here, check this out. And her being appalled by that. But anybody who is in the computer know from from anywhere till now.
Yeah, it doesn't say how old she is, but we're assuming she's a mid-30s to,
living in her mom's basement.
No.
But the point being that it's such baby steps into the VR world that you would have experienced, chat rooms. You would have experienced Second Life. You would have experienced, World of Warcraft. You would kind of double dutch baby stepped into the world. For you to be so appalled by that, it's got to be some 75-year-old woman who's never even seen a computer before. Hey,
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't give any details on her age, but
my point is that for you to be so just
naive about the internet.
Naive is a perfect word for it.
Yeah.
No, she's full of shit.
Chat rooms,
No, she's full of shit.
Yeah.
Now, did she expect that? No. But she also, should be surprised by it.
To feel, basically the emphasis on that is that she is now emotionally violated almost, and it doesn't specifically say it, but to me, it's almost trying to equate an actual legitimate sexual assault case to a
Right.
virtual reality one. And
Which
I'm like,
is trivializing someone who actually was sexually
Yeah.
assaulted.
exactly. And it's like, okay, you were playing a game. I mean, how many times in name whatever game you're playing, shooter game. Okay, some dude just walked up behind me and stabbed me in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel violated?
You should, apparently.
Well, apparently. Is now my question is going to be, now because, and I'm going to take it on a little bit of a tangent, but there's a number of stories out there about people taking virtual games to the point where it becomes something happens in the real world. I just read like a top 10, most fucked up gamer stories or whatever. And there's been a couple of cases where people have killed people because of something that happened in a video game. People have been, oh yeah.
Serious?
Oh yeah, I don't know where it is off the top of my head, but there's a number of stories. There's like a top 10 murders attributed to video games. One was because of World of Warcraft. One was because of Second Life. And there's like a handful of Japanese, or it might have been deaths, like top 10 deaths because of video games. Because one of them, if it was the same list I'm thinking of, one of them was some guy who played like 36 hours straight and ended up having a blood clot in his leg, and it fucking killed him over. But yeah, there's been a couple of cases of people like legitimately murdering somebody, tracking them down, either they knew them or whatever, but tracking people down and killing them because of something that happened in a game. Now that, okay, virtual world came to real world and you killed somebody. You legitimately killed somebody. Now we're talking about an act that happened solely in a virtual world.
Right.
Like I said, they're equating that, the way I read that story is they're equating it that she's so emotionally scarred, like somebody who was actually legitimately sexually assaulted. Where does this go? Like at what point, because this is, depending on how the authorities take this, this could go in a really weird direction. I mean, as far as, and what's the difference? What's the difference between me sitting at a flat computer screen, wearing headphones, immersing myself in that world, or putting the goggles on? So, I mean, I don't think the authorities can take this serious.
No.
And it doesn't say anything. This is me looking beyond that.
I don't think it was taken serious, because I think her ultimate goal was what this is right now. We're now discussing it.
Yeah.
Now she's famous.
And doesn't
Or
give her
her-
name, but
No, but we're talking about it.
yeah, absolutely, because it's a good fucking podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we got the article, read the article.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Now after we talk about it, 3 people are going to hear it, or 43, or whatever it was,
Whatever.
42.
Let's see, me, you, Tammy, Amber, my mom, Jerry,
Mount Nut.
Mountain Nut.
So 6 people or 7 people actually
7.
hear it.
Whatever.
But bottom line is, I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, this is,
No. Go into any chat room, what is it? AOL Instant Messenger, ICQ, Yahoo Chat.
yeah.
This kind of shit has always been around. You go into any, any game that there's communication and there's trolls. It's what it is.
I mean,
It's
this is
trolls.
just the 2016 of the whole heavy breathing over the phone.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Prank
new.
calls,
Yeah,
what are you wearing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the next generation.
It was Ding Dong Ditch, then it was the phone, then it's
Yeah.
all trolls. People are assholes. And my thing is if you're that sensitive, and unfortunately, in my opinion, not to get political, this whole fucking world is fucking pussified, and you guys need to grow a fucking pair.
There's a lot of F-bombs.
A lot of F-bombs. You should go through and bleep them.
I don't have time for that.
No. But if you're that sensitive, stay off the internet. Plain and simple. You have no reason
stay
to be
home.
Stay home, stay off the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't envision that this is the only server where you can play this one game.
No, and this was her first foray into
Yeah.
it. I mean, come on.
I don't know. And it very well could just be a piece that was written to spark exactly what you said here.
No, I mean,
But
it's very possible that this is what happened. This actually did happen. He did reach his hand down her virtual crotch, which is a great band name. But for her to be this appalled by it, I find it very hard to believe.
I believe so. But again, it's journalists. Their job is to sell.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, if it's her goal to like, oh my God, this is not what I signed up for, and her to, sue the company that or the server or the game provider or whatever.
I wish I would have heard more of what the conversation was on the radio earlier. But like I said, the only thing that I heard, and I'm assuming that they were talking about the same thing, is that basically they've now implemented protection so somebody else doesn't get accosted. And I'm like,
yeah, but the thing is, all we're doing is creating a Nerf world.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because
It's a good band name too.
Nerf world.
Nerf World.
I like that.
I like that.
There's Nerf Herder.
Oh yeah, that's Star Wars though.
Yeah. But anyway, it's all Star Wars.
Okay.
But
All Star Wars all the time.
that's right.
Yes, sir.
But it used to be where if something offended you, you didn't go to that place or you didn't do that thing. But now, you find the Ten Commandments on the steps of the courthouse, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, that offends me.
Yeah.
It's just that we are trying to find a way to make everything just,
Hunky dory.
rainbows and unicorns all the time.
Monkeys might fly out of my butt.
They might. But that's the whole world now, is that we're trying to find ways to make everything where we want to not be offended, to always not be offended, and to ban anything that might offend us.
Don't listen to the show because I dropped a lot of F-bombs that are going to
You did, so if you like the F word, I mean, sorry.
No. Sorry, not sorry.
No, because it's hashtag F-bomb in this episode. But
I'll put that in the show notes.
hashtag F-bomb.
When I post it, I'm going to put hashtag F-bomb.
I'll put it in there when I send it to you.
All right.
Magically send you the file.
That's right.
But that's sort of thing too. With the last episode, I didn't edit anything.
You didn't?
No, I added the intro, and the outro. That was it. I uploaded it because it was all raw.
That was a good fucking show, though.
Did you hear the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I didn't listen to it. The first one, I listened to the first half, and I didn't listen to it after that. But yeah, I didn't
It
hear
sounds
it.
pretty good.
Well, good. Because I mean, last time or previous time, we had like a lot of dead spots, a lot of odd tangents, and a lot of ums and ahs and all that stuff. And I, it kind of chop that stuff out. But this, it has such a good flow to it.
See, and that's where the third person, I think,
Yeah.
kind of changes the dynamic.
I think we need a third person.
Yeah. I don't know anybody we could get on a regular.
Right there, dead spot.
Yeah.
Like 4 seconds of dead air that I usually cut out. But no, I think this one I might do the same thing. Just kind of
See how it goes.
keep the flow flowing, and just intro outro, and leave the show as it is.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Now another thing too.
But
I talked before about. Okay, sorry, change topic. I had talked about before about doing the haunted Virginia City, and you were against that.
correct.
Okay, now I'm way into the whole ghost thing, the supernatural, the whole otherworldly thing. And your standpoint is there are forces that shouldn't be messed with.
Correct.
Okay. Now, what forces shouldn't be messed with?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, why were you so against doing the haunted VC thing? I mean, granted, we are like 30 minutes from VC right now.
It's just not something I'm not a big scary movie guy.
Neither am I.
I don't like being scared. And
I don't either.
I'm more religious than you are, I believe.
Okay.
And I don't question whether or not I wouldn't necessarily call them ghosts. I wouldn't say that they're not, but there are definitely, in my opinion, evil things of this world, whether you want to call them ghosts or spirits or demons or anything like that. and it's not a Pandora's box that I want to fuck with.
Fair enough.
So,
Because I believe wholeheartedly in, I don't want to say the afterlife, but
yeah.
I guess paralife.
Okay.
Like outside this plane we're on right now. Now, I said I've seen enough, heard enough ghost stories, enough ghost, shows, documentaries, what have you. Even the so-called,
Ghost hunters.
Yeah. Those guys, I mean, I enjoy the shows, but I mean,
I don't even watch the shows.
Yeah, but there's a point where you got to throw the BS flag.
Yeah.
And I think that show's a big part of it, but also there's enough of that show. There's enough of it to where it sounds like there's more to this world, and I guess more reach into another world than we normally have.
Mm.
I mean, they've got their different devices or different technology they have as far as recording ghosts and communicating with. That, I mean, I've done the ghost tour of the Washoe Club, in BC, where it's like one of the most haunted places in Virginia City, where I have experienced things.
Mm-hmm.
I've felt the cold. I felt the the pinch or the burn on your arms or whatever, and there's enough of the recordings of the ghosts to where, I mean, if you ask questions, you actually hear intelligible responses and stuff, to where I've actually wanted to go on my own and actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you were very, very against doing that.
I'm not going.
You're not going.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like, no.
No.
I was like, it was no.
No.
It was straight up no. Now, there's enough of the phenomenon to where you actually get, like I said, you actually establish a bridge of communication between this world and wherever that world is. Now, I don't personally feel that is an affront against God or anything else, but I also will not mess with a Ouija board.
See, yeah.
Now
that's. Oh, no, I did it.
Yeah, that was you.
Did I turn it off? No. Okay. So you won't fuck with a Ouija board.
Correct.
But you'll go to a place that's quote unquote haunted and fuck with the spirits there.
No, I'm not gonna fuck with them.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to establish a communication back and forth.
So what's the difference between sitting in some place that is quote unquote haunted and say, "Hey, what's up, my brother?" and have a verbal communication, and the Ouija board? What's the difference?
That's it. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
Fair enough.
I guess because it's the unknown. Now, that is my conflict.
Okay.
Now, I do not know. Now, I guess it's because it's kind of like if you go to someone's house, you know who lives there. Mm-hmm. There's been 25 people over the years that have lived in this one house.
Oh, see, now
I see.
To
whereas the Ouija board, it's the unknown.
Okay, so basically, your premise is that you're going to this place where people have experienced ghosts or whatever you want to call them, but it's not a mass murderer's house or something, or a demon's house where nothing's been nobody's died in this house or not been murdered.
Well, no, and that I guess my at this place there's been these 5 spirits that they've spoken with.
Correct.
Established as Dave, Frank, George, Joe, and Mike. Whereas the Ouija board,
you don't know what the fuck you're getting.
It's pretty much like a bus stop. Anybody can get on.
Okay.
Now, again, it's Parker Brothers. It's just, it's a game. It's sold as a toy, whatever else. But you've got, you're inviting spirits. You're inviting anybody in.
So basically, you don't want a fucking Paranormal Activity movie in your fucking home.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, and again, I mean, I'm pretty intellectual. I'm pretty, I don't know.
Sane?
sane, I guess. I don't know. But I will not allow a Ouija board in my house.
I won't either.
I won't. I will not do it. I will not mess with the Ouija board. I will not allow anybody in. So, I mean, the Ouija board itself scares the crap out of me. Probably because of the unknown.
Yeah,
I don't want to unknowingly invite something into my house.
absolutely.
Now, on a ghost hunt, you're kind of going into their house.
So you have a fair idea of what you're dealing with.
Yeah, so rather than
Okay.
inviting somebody in, you're kind of inviting yourself in,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's on your terms, but their territory, as opposed to your territory and
Their terms. They're perfect. Exactly.
I got you, ninja.
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you got it because I didn't get it. I mean, it made sense before I said it, and then I said it, and
makes
then it
sense.
was like, I don't know what I'm
makes
talking
sense.
about.
It's that unknown factor of you don't know who the hell you're bringing into your house, and
Yeah.
that way when you go to their house, you have a good idea of what to expect and what this is.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I mean, going on that, being into ghosts and going on that ghost tour and all that stuff, I mean, it was interesting. I said I did experience things. Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, but I definitely felt things. Now, and like I said, I felt the cold. It wasn't like a cold draft, like a window was open. I mean, it actually felt cold. Like worked in restaurants.
No.
Yeah, you've been in like a walk-in freezer.
Oh, I've been inside a Walker Feed.
Where you feel the cold, but it's not blowing across you. It's just the cold. That was me.
That was through.
The cold was there.
Yeah. No, okay.
So you actually feel the cold on you as opposed to blowing across you.
Okay.
And then you actually feel focus burn. And the best way to describe it is if you grab a hair on your arm and pull it and just hold it.
Okay.
That it's kind of like a hot pinprick. And I said I've experienced that.
But now, were these prompted?
No.
So it's not like, oh, do you feel the cold? And then you felt
No.
Okay.
No. This was basically a tour through the building. And then
At various times you felt the various...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean it was virtually literally the someone's watching you thing. So it was dark and you had your flashlight, whatever you had with you, but there was someone else there. There was something else there. And I mean, when someone else is in there, I mean, what is the gut reaction? Like, hello, anybody there? And then I think from that, basal, urge to say, hey, who's there? That is where I come from as far as wanting to communicate with.
You know how I handle that situation?
You don't go there.
I bust him down with a shotgun. If he in there, he ain't happy.
Yeah. So, and I think from that point only, I'm trying to, cause conflict. I'm trying to cause problems. I just, just say, hey, who's there? That is where my goal comes from, is to...
To what end, though? Why?
Right.
Why not good enough for you?
You're not good enough for me.
Okay, fine.
I want more.
Just not my deal. Not my bag, baby.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm down with it. And Tammy said she'll go, and
You and Tammy can do all you want, and then I'll come here, and I will sit here, and I will listen to you two talk about it.
yeah, and again, what I want, I asked you, if there's any evidence we come up with, would you try and refute it? He said no. I said no. I want you to try and refute it.
It depends on what you come back with.
Right.
If you come back with, oh, I felt a prick, okay.
Well, no, I'm talking about evidence. Something. Now, there's a difference between evidence and stories.
Correct.
Difference between convincing and conveying. I'm trying to convince you I felt something. I'm trying to, it's like, oh, I felt this, I saw this, I heard that, whatever. Conveying is conveying fact.
Correct.
Hey, this is what I have. What do you think?
Yeah, and I will refute that
Yeah, and
to the best of my ability.
yeah, and that's what I asked for.
Okay.
Not trying to say, well, will you try and just prove it? But this is what I have. What do you think of it? So it's kind of like a yin and yang.
I'll be your yang.
You always go there.
I always go there.
Always go there.
It's good. It's good. It's my go-to. All right, what do we got to wrap this up.
We do.
We're pushing an hour and 40 now?
Hour 35. You're off again.
Oh, fuck.
But either way, I mean, we do not have time for the Philadelphia experiment.
That'll be our next
But we will definitely do research next time.
Yes, we'll have to
And
research
come
out.
prepared.
Well, do you have an idea? Like, do you want to just talk about the Philadelphia experiment? Do you want to refute it? Do you want to say it happened? Like, do you have a goal in mind?
I want to present it.
Okay, we can present it.
Because I definitely don't. I don't want to take a stand saying this is what happened.
I was there. Fucking 1943. I was there.
Well, you look good for your age.
Damn right I do. Can you handle this?
Yeah. So apparently this is all potpourri, no Philadelphia.
No Philadelphia.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely next time. So I guess today was a teaser for the next episode.
Yes. At least we have content for the next episode and still.
Yeah, and we will do research and we will prepare.
That's right. Do I have to do a slideshow and shit?
You can do a slideshow if you want.
I don't want to do a slideshow.
Presentation or
I
a
want
suit,
to go home and go to bed.
a suit and tie.
Oh. Happy birthday, Mr. Oh, I don't know what that had to do with the tie.
I don't know. I was
You're drunk. I'm tired.
okay. And with that, I'm Sean,
I'm Chris.
and we're the Geeks Talk Back.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
The Force will be with you, always.
Do not adjust your device. This message brought to you by the United Podcast Alliance.
Hi, this is Jason Hatfield, telling you to listen to the Nerds with Attitudes podcast. Listen to the Nerds on iTunes or at nwak.podbean.com and put some attitude in your life, nerd style.
Hi, I'm Patrick Barman, host of the Imperial Podcasting Feed. Be sure to check us out on iTunes, Podomatic, and YouTube, and follow us at Imperial Pod on Twitter and Facebook.